Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we are doing a little bit more 3D scanning. For this one in particular, we are going to talk about making an accessory, but how you can use this process for anything you want. Making an accessory from anything you have lying around your house and turning it into something for your action figures. And the 3D scanner that we're using is the VoxMeta H1 Pro. This is a pre-release sample. They are still in the Kickstarter phase. I'll put that link in the description below. You save a ton of money on this thing if you get involved early. And it's already working. Like, the one I have is not quite the final product. There'll be some slight changes that make it better, but it's already good. So if you want to get in on this sort of situation, then that's a good thing to consider. For this, I've chosen my DeWalt drill, best brand of drill, by the way. And we're going to use the new software update, because last time I showed you guys this, I told you the software wasn't, I mean, it's still early, like it's not released yet, the whole thing is not released yet, but the software received an update post-filming, and so this update makes the software work even better, and they added some new features, and that's a good sign. It looks to me like they're going to be continuing to update and improve things and make it a better user experience for everybody, so that's good. And yeah, the software is working great. This is a particularly challenging, I shouldn't say particularly, it is, some parts of this scan are challenging in that it's reflective metal. Like, polished steel is a challenge because it's going to reflect light, and these things work based on shooting lasers and lights. So, you know, that's a thing. But I was able to do it. I was able to scan this thing really, really well. I was able to use the different settings. So you have the three different options. You have the parallel lines, the cross lines, and the single line. And by doing that, you're able to just basically get whatever you need. The single line is good for depth, like holes and things like that. So like screw holes or vents for the motor, that kind of thing. And it worked really, really well. It took me about 20 minutes using the different settings. You can also change the exposure and whatever. And yeah, it turned out to be a really, really nice scan. There were a few issues here and there from like reflections or things like that, but you know, that's gonna happen, especially with something like this. So I was able to just pop it into ZBrush and fix those things, and the easiest way to do that is to just use Dynamesh, and that gets rid of any extra holes that you might have, and then you might have a few artifacts here and there from reflections or whatever. And like I said, this is not an easy thing to scan in some ways, and I didn't do any prep. I didn't do anything to the surface or whatever, so I do have some reflections and things like that. So you just clean them up. It's easy because if they're just floating, you can just remove polygroups. That's super easy. And then, like I said, Dynamesh the holes. I just smooth out a little spot here and there, like on the tip there, or like at the top by the one switch. It had some weird artifacting, but that's 20 minutes of work scanning, maybe 5 minutes in ZBrush, and this thing is print ready. And so I did print it. Here we have our final product. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny version that is considerably accurate in that it is exactly accurate. Hopefully I can show you this properly. I don't know, I'll have to try. You can even see the DeWalt text on there. Now granted, when you shrink things down, if it's only a millimeter thick on the real thing at full scale, when you shrink it down, we're talking about like 1/10 of a millimeter or 1/12, and so it's going to be very hard to see that comparatively, but it's there. And even the grip texture on what would be the black rubber, you can see the little line in there for the groove, but then also the tiniest little grooves are in there still. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, we have all of the detail. This was without me doing really any cleanup, as I mentioned. I smoothed out this weird little spot up here. You can barely tell. And of course, you can clean these things up as much as you want, but it doesn't need it, really, is what I'm saying. And I haven't sanded the bottom yet, so I have to sand the bottom. But that's the drill. And it's the same thing. I'll show you. I'll pull this one out. It is the exact same thing, just tiny. It has everything. Yeah, and you can see, like, the DeWalt thing, it's not exactly that's not even a millimeter probably. And so the fact that we're able to see it at all on here, on the little one, is just kind of nuts. Yeah, the detail, I mean, the way this thing was able to just capture everything so well, I'm honestly shocked. I didn't think it was going to work that well, both the printer and the scanner. So yeah, the drill turned out nice. You can see even like the little switch in there for the light. I realize some of you may not know about drills, whatever. You get the idea. It has the parts. It has all like the little screw holes and everything. And so if you wanted to make accessories for your action figures, here's a Punisher. Maybe he needs a drill. There you go. Look at that. He's got a fully accurate Scale's off because Marvel Legends aren't right. And I did 1/12 scale for the drill. I forgot Marvel Legends are bigger. But you can do whatever you want, of course, size-wise. Yeah, he's got himself a perfect little DeWalt drill now. I think that's just nuts. I mean, maybe I'm just a goofus. I don't know. I'm a big kid at heart, and I just like having miniature tools and things. I don't know, but you could use this process for anything. Basically, anything in your house you could scan and turn into an accessory. I don't know. I think that's pretty darn cool. Like, I mean, the bigger the thing, the easier it is to scan. But this took me like, what, 20 minutes to scan? Maybe 10 minutes? No, not even. Like 5 minutes to prep inside a ZBrush. And then I just printed it. So it took me like a total of an hour and a half to have this. To have a new accessory. Of course, it's not painted, but I don't know. I think that's pretty freaking cool, and I'm really impressed with the quality of the scan and of the print, frankly. Very frankly. Very, very impressed with that. So that's the end of this little demo video, example video of what you can do with the scanner. And I have more coming. I'm going to make some action figure parts here pretty soon using the scanner. I'll use some Iceman parts, and stick around for that. But yeah, very impressed with this thing so far. It worked incredibly well with the new software. Very, very pleased with it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that video, let me know in the comment section below, and let me know if you have any ideas for what things could be done with the scanner. Maybe I can try to do that for you and give you an example of how it can handle it. But that's it. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.